Hey everybody, my name is Paul Leston Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Before we go any further, make sure you like the video, hit subscribe down below for more fantastic New York Jets content. Aaron Rodgers watch continues again. I'm going to be honest, I never thought it would take this long, but again, if the Jets get Aaron Rodgers, none of this is going to matter that we waited forever and forever and forever. But however, we got a few updates. Let's get right into it this morning live on Sports Center here on Saturday, March 11th. I feel like it's important to make that determination where we are in the calendar. We had Jeremy Fowler provide an update on Sports Center, so we're going to roll the footage. This is from just this morning, semi breaking here from Jeremy Fowler. Let's roll the footage.
With Rodgers and maybe the dance he's having with the Jets?
Well, things are quiet at the moment, I'm told. The Jets are in a bit of a holding pattern. They are ready to go. And after asking around the last few days and this morning, I do believe the parameters, loose parameters, the framework of a deal are set with the Jets and the Packers. It's just a matter of getting that green light. That green light very well could be Aaron Rodgers just saying, hey, I'm good to go. Let's do this. But he's been with the team 15 years. The probably some particulars they still have to work out. But, the Jets are respecting that time. So it really could go down any time between now and the start of free agency.
Very interesting there from Jeremy Fowler. Again, I will highlight a couple of those key pieces, then we'll float a different interesting update from last night. Here it is. The trade could go down at any time between now, again, as of Saturday morning, and the start of free agency, which is March 15th. Again, here are some important dates real quick on the calendar. Monday is a legal tampering period. That starts at noon. That's when teams can talk to players. It's like free agency before free agency. A lot of deals are kind of handshaked and all that stuff before everything becomes official. New league year kicks off March 15th at 4 o'clock. That's when trades can become official, all kinds of other things. Now, that has really nothing to do with the Aaron Rodgers thing because nothing to do it from this standpoint. It's not like the Jets have to wait till 4 o'clock on Wednesday to do a trade. Any trade could happen at any time, but it would become official, obviously, a few days later. So it could go down at any time, so people just hold on to your butts. And apparently, this is going to happen at any point. Probably the most inopportune time is probably when it's going to happen. But again, Jets Packers trade could go down at any time from now to free agency. The loose parameters, framework of a deal are set between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Are waiting for the green light. I'm waiting for the green light. Now, whether it's the green light at the end of a tunnel and we think we're finally going to get to the end of this, or it's a green light of a train coming right to us to run us over, either way, I'm unsure which way we're leading there, but that's neither here nor there. All right, let's get to another one here. This is another update from last night. Green Bay Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy was speaking, I believe, at a women's basketball tournament of some kind, and he was interviewed. Of course, he's going to be with everything going on over there, and he had some interesting comments. Let's get into them. Roll the footage on Mark Murphy.
Very few players play for only one team. And, obviously Brett had a great career. Aaron had a great career here. And regardless of what happens, Aaron will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He'll be in our Hall of Fame, and we'll bring him back. He'll retire his number. And but this is just one of the things that you go through as a team. And, again, we want to try to achieve something that's good for both Aaron and us.
That's a very interesting bunch of words there. Let's clarify that real quick. So, Mark Murphy, again, the current Green Bay Packers president and CEO, said few players play for only one team. Okay, Aaron had past tense a great career here. We'll bring him back and retire his number. Bring him back. Bring him back from where? He's been with the Packers the entire career. Quote: "We want to try and achieve something that's good for both Aaron and us." It's one thing to read some of those comments yesterday. It's another thing to listen, to see Mark Murphy actually say that. Again, the leverage for Green Bay, it's got to be boo. What all of that really said to me is that it's Jordan Love time. And also another quote that happened there. There's a much longer video out there on Twitter, but I just want to give you the highlights. Those are some of the ones that stood out most to me. The other one that stood out to me, which is really interesting, is that they said, they asked Mark Murphy, can you envision a scenario where Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback next year? And I'm paraphrasing, but he said, if things don't work out the way we want them, then yes, I suppose. So he said, if things don't work out, I guess he'll be the quarterback, i.e., we want Jordan Love to be the quarterback. So it's the, NFL's worst kept secret that it's Jordan Love time in Green Bay, and it's just crossing T's and dotting I's and figuring this thing out. Now, literally, what's dragging the feet? I'm not sure. If the loose framework is done, and Aaron Rodgers, like, what the hell is taking so long? Again, I am going to be fine when Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, and we are celebrating and popping the bubbly here. It's just maybe there's more complicating factors than we think. That's just the optimistic view that, you know what, there's a 59 million. Jets and Packers have to split that up, although it seems like that portion of the exam is complete, relatively speaking. And we'll see what complicating factors. Maybe when this trade is released, we see how complicated it is. Maybe we're like, that's why it took so long. But either way, guys, just hold strong. Some big dates are coming up. It can't take much longer because, the Jets and Packers for that matter. Mark Murphy also said during this that hopefully he said we need to, he kind of like, I'm paraphrasing, but he said like we want an answer by free agency, which again is March 15th. Hopefully it's before the legal tampering period in a perfect world at the absolute latest that you find out before Monday, because again, the key in all of this, as we're giving you this quick update, is knowing if you have Aaron Rodgers can lead to so many other pieces to the puzzle. If you know you have Aaron Rodgers, you can start recruiting players left and right saying, hey, you want to play with Aaron Rodgers? And then they can maybe take less money or do all kinds of things. An example is Sauce Gardner. It has been recruiting Odell Beckham Jr. We did a video way back when OBJ appeared on Sauce's video game stream talking about it. And then today, or yesterday rather, OBJ hosted this NFL kind of like pro day-ish workout with a bunch of teams being represented, including the Jets. And Sauce Gardner earlier in the day was talking to OBJ on some level of FaceTime, and he screenshotted it, and they were kind of conversating on Twitter. For instance, if you get an Aaron Rodgers, and OBJ's like, hell yeah, I'll play with Aaron Rodgers. I'll take a little less money to go play with A-Rod, and other players for that matter will as well. So I think that's an important piece to the puzzle. The Jets need to know because, again, there's a large financial commitment to Aaron Rodgers to fit him in the cap. And then what other free agents can you build around him? And the pitch to Aaron Rodgers on players you can build around him. Groupies that'll come along like Randall Cobb or whatever to replace guys like Braxton Berrios. So there's a lot of those kind of pieces to the puzzle. We need to find the answer sooner rather than later. And, folks, it could happen at any time. So just be prepared. Refresh. That's all of us right now, obviously, as we wait for this thing to come to a head. Guys, I say it with the Jets not winning a Super Bowl in 54 years, that it's going to be worth the wait, because when they eventually win it, all the terrible times and everything else, where we're going to be like, yes, the juice was worth the squeeze. In the same Aaron Rodgers thing, I know some of you are getting sick of it. Some of you are enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying the chance to land a Hall of Fame quarterback and what it can do for this team. Just ride it out, baby. Ride it out, and it can come to fruition. So we're all here for each other. Let's ride it out, baby. And sooner rather than later, I truly believe Aaron Rodgers will be the next quarterback for the New York Jets. Before you get out of here, make sure you like the video, hit subscribe. We've had two spectacular guests this week. If you're new to the channel or old to the channel, we had Bryce Huff, New York Jets defensive lineman, talk about his contract, free agency, and even a pitch to Aaron Rodgers. Also, for the first time ever, and we had Bryce Huff, by the way, for the first time ever, but another first time ever, Field Gosh Darn Yates, ESPN NFL Insider and the host of the First Draft podcast with Mel Kiper and Todd McShay, graced us with his presence yesterday, talking Aaron Rodgers, Quinnen Williams contract, and so much other stuff. Guys, make sure you check out all the wonderful videos here on the channel, and tell a friend, baby. We're in an epic chase. We're getting closer and closer to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, so the more you guys can do, the better. Always appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, and hopefully the next time we're on here, I feel like I've said that last couple of times, but hopefully the next time we're on here, we're talking breaking news, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Let's go, baby!